Good day everyone! In this video, we are going to discuss basketball, particularly its history, court dimensions, and equipments. What is basketball? Basketball is a team sport played between two teams of 5 players, each on a rectangular court, generally indoors. The objective of the sport is to toss the ball through the opponent's basket or goal, which is an elevated horizontal ring with a net. Basketball may be called as the sole major sport of U.S. origin. It was in 1891 that James Naismith invented the game in Massachusetts. Although mostly played in North America, the game is now gaining wide popularity in Asian countries, especially in China. Basketball is an Olympic game as well, having been officially inducted in 1936. Did you know Michael Jordan, widely regarded as the greatest basketball player of all time in NBA, records for highest career regular season scoring average of 30.12 points per game and the highest career playoff scoring average of 33.45 points per game. He is the first athlete around the world to become a billionaire.
Dr. James Naismith, a teacher in YMCA Springfield, wanted to keep his gym class busy on rainy days. And this is how the game was invented in the early December of 1981. He nailed a pitch basket on a 10-foot high track and eventually removed its bottom so that the balls, which were actually soccer balls, weren't needed to be retained manually. The FIBA, French Fédération Internationale de Basketball, was founded in 1932, and men's basketball tournament was first held in 1936 Berlin Olympics, whereas the women's basketball tournament was first held in 1976 Olympics. Also, the first FIBA Basketball World Championship for men was held in 1950, while the first women's championships were held in 1953. The Basketball Association of America, or BAA, was founded in 1946, and it was one of the first bodies to govern professional basketball matches. 3 years later, in 1949, it was merged with the National Basketball League, or NBL, hence forming the National Basketball Association, or NBA. 10 years later, in 1959, the Basketball Hall of Fame was formed at Springfield, Massachusetts. Basketball court dimensions. The playing court has a flat, hard surface, free from obstructions. The dimensions of the courts may vary to account for local facilities. The standard size is 28 meter long and 15 meter wide. What are the lines on a basketball court? It is important to learn the lines on a basketball court to understand the game. Every line on the court has a purpose. First is the baselines. The baselines, also known as end lines, are located on the ends of the court. The baselines denote inbounds and outbounds of each side of the court. The measure of baseline are 50 feet long. Next, the sidelines. On the sides of the court are the sidelines. Like the baselines, the sidelines mark the boundaries between inbounds and outbounds. The measure of sidelines are 94 feet long. Next, the free throw line or foul line. The free throw line, also called the foul line, is used by players during free throws when a player is fouled while in a shooting motion. After a technical or flagrant foul, or when a frame is in the bonus. Free throw lines are 12 feet in length. They are 15 feet from the backboard and 19 feet from the baseline in the NBA. Next, the lane lines. The lane lines are two lines that perpendicularly attach to the baselines and free throw lines. The lane lines are 19 feet long in the NBA.
The midcourt line or the half-court line. The midcourt line is located in the middle of the court and divides it equally into two pieces. It is also known as the half-court line. The midcourt line is the same length as the baseline, which is 50 feet. The three-point line or three-point arc. The three-point line or three-point arc surrounds each team's basket. It is used to determine how many points a field goal is worth. The radius of the three-point line at each level of basketball is as follows. In NBA, we have 23 feet and 9 inches. In FIBA, WNBA, and college, we have 22 feet and 2 inches. While in high school, we have 19 feet and 9 inches. The restricted area. The restricted area, also known as the restricted zone or restricted arc, is a semicircle located under the basket with a 4-foot radius in the NBA. In college basketball, the restricted area is slightly smaller and has a radius of 3 feet. High school and lower levels of basketball don't have a restricted area marked on the court. The hash marks. The hash marks are small lines connected to the lane lines. They run in rows towards the basket on either side of the free throw line. The center circle, also known as the jump circle. The center circle is located in the middle of the court and is split in half by the midcourt line. It is used to put the ball into play with jump balls, which happen to begin each game. It has 3.6 diameter. Backboard dimensions. Backboard dimensions are 1.8 meter by 1.22 meter with a minimum thickness of 19 millimeter. Backboards can be made of either timber or transparent material and must be fitted with padding at all levels above U16. Backboard line markings should be 50 millimeter in width and either black or white depending on the material of the board. The inner rectangle should measure 0.45 meter by 0.59 meter. Goal or hoop dimensions. The basketball goal, also known as a ring or hoop, is typically 45.72 cm in diameter and must be positioned 3.05 meters from the floor. Nets are typically wide and suspended from the ring. They should be no shorter than 45 cm.
And of course, we have equipments. Well, there is some equipment needed to play a basketball game. The basketball equipment can be broken down into 3 more categories, which are court equipment, officials equipment, and players equipment. To make it more clear, here is a list of all the equipment used in basketball. For court equipment, we have floor. The playing surface is made of either wood or maple, and it has to be flat and rectangular in shape. Ball. Ball is the most visible equipment in the game of basketball. There are different types of basketball used in different leagues. Usually, it is made of leather, rubber, or any synthetic material, but it has to be inflated properly. Basket or hoop. Basket consists of a round-shaped metal ring with a covering of net around it. Baskets are mounted at a certain height, which is 10 feet above the floor. Backboard. Backboard is a rectangular board on which the basket is attached. Scoreboard. The scoreboard displays the time left in a period and running scores of the full team. The scoreboard can be either digital or manual. And now we have officials equipment. We have a uniform of officials. Officials wear a uniform prescribed by the respective governing body, and usually, officials are dressed in white and black striped shirts, black pants, and black shoes. NBA officials wear gray shirts, black pants, and black shoes. Whistle. Basketball referee carries a whistle, which he blows every time he needs to stop a play. Scorebook. Scorebook is used by the scorekeeper who writes down scores and stats on it. Scorebook is something where you find summary of the whole game, names of the players, their positions, and jersey numbers, details of each quarter and half, and etc. Shot clock and game clock. Shot clock and game clock are operated by timekeepers. Game clock records the overall time of the game, while shot clock counts down the 24-second shot clock.
Players' uniform. Uniform consists of jersey, preferably sleeveless, short, and shoes. All the teams wears their own specific uniform. In NBA, all players wear a uniform prepared by league's sponsored sportswear company. They are not allowed to wear shorts which are too long. In NBA, players can be fined if their uniform does not comply with the rules of the league. Protective gears and accessories. Protective gears and accessories include goggles, face masks, mouth guards, knee pads or brace, headbands, arm sleeves, wristbands, etc. Not all players wear necessarily all these things. They use them only when they require them. That's it for of basketball history, court dimensions, and equipments. That would be all. Thank you.